What is going on, guys? This is Gainz Gaming. Today we are talking about Duper, who is the sponsor of today's video. This is an online strategy game that you can play just on your PC. You do not have to download anything in order to play it. It is all on your web browser. And today we're going to be playing a casual match where we are trying out different strategies to win this game. From my experience, this game is very similar to Risk. So let's jump into a casual game and let's try it out. So these are played at different times of the day. That is the only downside of this, is that you cannot just play a casual game whenever you want. However, you can make your own custom game and play with your friends. Now, the really cool thing about this game is that you can actually win real money by playing this game, by trading in your Spark coins for actual cash. So we'll talk about that later in the video as well, but let's get right into the actual gameplay. And here we are on the field. So you can see that there are multiple players here. I am right here on the bottom. And so what we have here is kind of a mix between poker and Risk. So you have your cards here, you have your different suits, your different numbers, and what you're going to be doing is trying to find pairs and runs in order to extend on the map. So you are trying to take over as much territory as possible while also facing against these other players. So currently it is the red team's turn, so we are waiting for him. And now it is the orange team's turn. So every single time you have a turn, you get an attack point. And what you have here around you can see right here is what the attack point is going to cost. So here we have the orange team just attacked this marker right here. And you can see they extended their place on the map. And so what you are trying to do is take over as much territory as possible. And the way you do that is by using your attack points when it is your turn. Now, the other thing that you have to remember is that the attack points do max out. So you can have a max of 2 attack points at a time. You cannot get more than that. So you need to make sure you're using them every single turn. So now it should be my turn going clockwise once the green team is done. So now it is my turn and I am able to go ahead and extend onto this part of the map. And so I'm going to drag over and use one of my attack points to attack this part right here. And now you can see I took over this territory and I can claim my rewards of 2 gold coins. Now you can see I do not have any attack points remaining, and so I have to end my turn now. And so now it will be the purple team's turn, and they can go ahead and take over their next space if they choose to do so. And now we are entering round 2. So every single time, everybody has an opportunity to use their turn in every single round. And as the rounds progress, obviously, you are wanting to kind of strategize where you want to go. So you can see the orange team is going toward purple team, red team is coming toward me a little bit here, and then green is going toward the orange. So, if you are going to be teaming up with somebody, like for example, if the purple team and I want to team up against red, we are able to take them down, and vice versa. If purple and orange want to team up against red, they can take red down. So it is going to be a huge thing with diplomacy, and you can actually send messages in here as well. So that way, if I want to communicate with green team and say, hey, let's go take out red, we can actually pair together and do that. And one cool thing too is that you can trade out your cards with other players. So for example, if another player has the 9 of hearts and I want to trade for that, they can trade me, say they have a 7 of spades, I can trade my 7 to them, they trade me their 9 of hearts, and we both get a pair, which will help both of us. Now, obviously, that can have their pros and cons, because if you are trading with somebody that can go and attack you, that could lead to some issues. So you want to make sure you are trading with the right people and not giving your opponent that's coming after you the benefit of getting stronger. So it looks like it is green team's turn, and then it will be my turn. So once they're done, we'll have to figure out what we want to do here. We can see they just leveled up to level 10 here to attack this higher level space. And now they are going toward the orange team. So the thing that I am wondering here is, do we want to extend over toward red more? Or do we want to kind of space ourselves out here? So we can actually claim another card, which is nice. So we can hold 5 cards at the max. And so you can see we do have 4 spots here. So I have 2 different options. I can go this way and go away from red, or I can go toward red. And what I'm going to do is go for this one spot. So that way I'm still being competitive here, but I'm not really, making myself vulnerable to attacks. So we'll have to see if red comes after us, because if so, that could obviously lead to some issues. But we do have a pretty strong spot here. And the other thing that's important to know is that you do not know how many troops these people have in their spots. And it looks like purple is actually going toward red as well. So red is going to have a pretty interesting situation here, figuring out where they want to go, because you have purple and myself coming toward them right now. And so they have to decide what they're going to do about this, because obviously if they attack me, they're going to let themselves be vulnerable to being attacked by the purple team here. So red team definitely has a very interesting predicament that they're finding themselves in. We'll have to see what they do. So it says someone else has won the combo rewards and a chance to raise. And so you can see they have a 3, 4, and 5. So you do want to make sure that you have those runs, you have those matches or those pairs, very similar to poker, like I was saying. So like having a straight or having a flush would be a huge benefit. You can see red team has a 4, 6, and 8. So if I wanted to trade for something here, like if I want to trade for an 8, which would actually be really, really nice for me, I could offer them a 3, which will benefit them, but I want to have the 6. So I have, or sorry, the 8. So I have the 7, 8, 9, and 10. So let's see if they are willing to make that trade. And it looks like they just accepted. So now they have the 3, 4, and 6. And I have the 7, 8, 9, and 10, which is very, very nice. That is a nice run. One more card away from getting a full straight, which would be really, really cool. We got the orange team's turn right now. And again, it'll be interesting to see what red team does here, or where they choose to go. And one important piece of information here that is being kind of cut off is the tile to win. So you can see you need 11 tiles to win. Looks like it is my turn. And I can claim a 10, but I don't really need one. So I'm just going to confirm that because I already have good cards. So what I'm going to do is produce a couple of troops. So I can increase my strength here. There we go. So now I have 9 in this spot, and I'm going to increase my strength in this one as well. And so what I'm doing is I'm using my gold to increase my strength. And so now I'm going to go ahead and attack this spot right here just to increase my territory. And now I can go ahead and end my turn. And so as you collect that gold, you can see in the bottom right, that is how you train more troops. And so you can see I have 8, I have 5, and then I have 0 right here. So you want to make sure you are consistently training troops with that gold. And so if you click on here, you can see 0 from tiles, 3 from your capital, and 0 from your economics. Now we got purple's turn. So they're kind of doing the same thing as me, having that little triangle. Red is kind of in a very vulnerable spot because they don't really have any territory. And then orange is coming toward purple and red. And then I'm kind of over here by myself. Same with green. They're in a really good spot as well. And now it looks like on each turn, the time that you have available is also extended. So that's also nice, is that it gives you a little bit more room there. And it looks like orange just attacked red. Oh, no, that was the other way around. Red was attacking orange and did not conquer it. So red is pretty weak there in that position. That was a pretty bold move attacking already. And it looks like they're kind of backpedaling just to get a little bit more territory, which is probably a good move just because they just got conquered a little bit. So getting a little bit more territory definitely does not hurt them in that situation. But it kind of gives red a little bit of a boost because now orange is kind of retreating and a little bit more vulnerable in that position. It looks like green might actually be attacking over here. Oh, goodness. That is huge. They just wiped out purple. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Jeez, okay. That's kind of scary to see that happen. All right, we got 50 seconds. All right, so here we can do a research center. So this will cost three cards straight or 3 of a kind to produce. So we're going to go ahead and produce research center. And we're going to go for an economist right there. And then we're going to produce some infantry just to bolster that so people can't take it. And then be ending my turn there. So now, of course, since I did that, I lose the combo reward, but they have a 3 of a kind, which might have beaten my 4 in a row. But that was definitely a bold move for green to just go and wipe out our competition there. That was pretty bold. So we'll have to see what red does in this situation to see if they're going to continue being aggressive and attacking orange, or if they're going to play more for territory. Because right now green is winning territory-wise. They've got 5 spaces, red has 3, and I have 4. And with removing purple, it now only takes 10 tiles to win. So green is definitely the big dog in this situation, but they're dispersed around the map, so that makes it pretty interesting too. And it looks like red is playing a lot more conservatively now. It looks like orange is just playing a little more territory, just like they were doing before. The one really cool thing about this game is that, you have no idea what these other players are going to be doing, obviously. So everyone's strategy is going to be different. And I think that's the fun part about this, is kind of like Risk, kind of like poker. Like you got people doing different things, And so, there's not one way to play this game. There's always going to be new strategy to use, which I think is a lot of fun. I really enjoy when games are strategic and there's things to learn. You see other players do things, you're like, whoa, that was really cool. Like green taking out purple in one move like that, just erasing them off the map. That was bold. And that's something that obviously you can do in the future. And so, see, we're going to be claiming that card. We got a pair. All right, well, we have 2 attack points now, so we can do a little bit more work here. So let's use our 8. And let's use both of our attack points if we can do that. So we're going to claim those rewards. Let's produce a couple more there, and then we can attack this one here. Expand a little bit more territory. Again, we need 10 spots to win. That'll give us 6. So we'll get 2 more of those. All right. And they're giving us more time every single turn because there's more things to do, obviously. And so now if I show you on the right side over here, you can see right here, we have the tiles to win. I'm at 6 out of 10. And now the one downside here is that I only have 1 card remaining, which is kind of unfortunate. You can see how many cards everybody else has up over here. But as of right now, I am currently winning with territory. So as long as I can kind of stay in my own little bubble over here and let them all attack each other, it looks like red is kind of pushing this way a little bit. They had 10, and they just picked up 2 more cards. And we got 21 versus 24 in this position, and it looks like they're going to lose that. That was bold. That's another situation where, you don't know what the enemy has until you attack it. And so orange just completely got wrecked there, and now green can go and conquer that very easily. If they use their power here to put more on, just like they did there, wow. Yeah, so green is really making a move now against orange. That's crazy. And so now I have to figure out what we're going to do here, because green is just wrecking everybody. Orange has been defeated. All right. So now produce 8 more here, and let's go for red. I think yep, we took that one over. Unfortunately, I don't have any attack points left. So I think that's all I can do, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't have enough attack points. So I gotta end my turn there. And I haven't, this is my first actual match playing this game. And so I'm not sure if first place takes all the marbles here, because right now you only need 9 tiles to win. And currently green has 7. And I also have 7. So that makes this really interesting to see what happens here. You can see green and blue are both approaching the victory with tile count. And so we'll have to see what red does in this situation. Because obviously I just attacked them and now it's red's turn. So it would kind of suck if they took this one over, because I don't have anything there. But let's see, are they gonna attack anybody? Or are they just, they're moving stuff around. They only got 20 seconds left to do something. You'd think they'd try to attack one of us, right? Hopefully, hopefully green and not me. But let's see what they decide to do here. They might not even attack and just hope that green comes after me instead. And their turn ran out, so now I'm assuming green is just gonna come after me, go for the win. Or go for territory, because if they just get 2 more spots, they win. And they go before I do, so I honestly don't think I can win if he just goes for literally any of these territories. Because I only have 1 attack point after this. So theoretically, if he plays this strategically and just like takes this spot and takes that spot, he's gonna win. The worst thing he could do in this situation is either attack me or red and lose. Because if he does that, then I'll win. So I don't know what he's gonna do here. He's got 26 seconds left. Let's see what he's gonna do. He does have aerial attacks. I went for more economy, he went for more attacking, so he just took over another spot. So he's 1 spot away from winning now. Oh, and now he's attacking, and he's gonna lose. That's the worst thing he could have done right there. That is by far the worst thing he could have done in that situation. And I am A-okay with that. That is the worst thing he could have done there. So I have a tank there. I think I gotta go bolster one of these. I got 5 coins to use up, so let's put a couple there. And then 2 more there. And then let's see, I gotta go here, I think. And just hope that red doesn't attack me. Or go like this, but I think I just gotta do that. Oh, I'm gonna lose that. Oh my gosh. I thought that was 3 and it was 9. Okay, that sucks. Now this is down to 1. Oh boy. That was a mistake, guys. That was a mistake. Oh no. Because now red can take that easily if he wants to. And that's going to set up green. We'll have to see what red does here now. This is getting tense, man. This is getting tense. If red is smart here, they'll just take this spot. That's kind of a no-brainer in my mind. Take that spot because it has nothing there. Because they just saw me lose it. So it looks like they're adding troops here and then they're just going to take that out. That's my guess. Oh, and they're not. They're going for that spot. I suppose going for the neutral position, which I think this is dumb. That had 3, mine had 9. But they're in like the same spot. So I don't really know why that had less. I'm not quite sure. But that's going to give them more coins, more currency down here in order to build more troops. So that's exactly what they needed. So now we got Green's team. Green needs 2 more spots still. Or do they need 1? I think I actually need 1 spot. They're going to win it right here. That's going to do it. They're going to have their 9th spot. I think, yep, that's enough. Man, that's unfortunate because that was just like... Oh, and I didn't even get 2nd from territory. Man. So now we can see what the payout looks like. We can see Green actually bet more. They bet the most amount. And they won 280 of the coins. Red, I'm not quite sure how they beat me in terms of territory, because I had more territory than they did. Let's see. Winner gets their initial state back. Then the rest of the pot is proportionally allocated to players based on how many winners' gems each had. So gems mattered more than territory in this situation. So now we know for next time, it's not about territory unless you get first. It's about gems, which you actually have to invest into the technology to get gems in the first place, which I did not do because I went for territory. So that's a good learning situation for the future. If you guys are planning on playing this, just know it's about gems, not just about territory, unless you win the game. That's the important thing to know here. So, obviously good information to know for the future. If you guys are planning on playing this, I would highly recommend it. I think it'll be, fun to continue playing. It costs 100 sparks to play a casual game. And like it says here, I'll move the screen over a little bit. You can see 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. daily. For me, that's Central Time. And then you have Ranked, which costs 0.005 Ethereum to enter. And that's what you can actually exchange for real money. So you actually have like a Bitcoin wallet kind of thing with Ethereum. You can see here on the top right. You can have the ranked game balance. So when you win ranked games, you get actual Ethereum, which is really, really cool. Now, obviously, you have to pay the Ethereum to play the ranked, but you can win the Ethereum by winning the casual game. So that's something that's really cool as well. So if you guys are interested in playing this, it is linked down below in the description as well as the pinned comment. If you guys do decide to play it, let me know so that way we can set up a custom game. Like I said, the casual games and the ranked games are only at certain times, but custom games you can play at any time with friends or with bots. You can also do the tutorial. So if you ever need to figure out how to play again, or need a refresher, or want to try new strategies, you can do the tutorial, or you can do a custom match with bots, or if you have friends, or if you want to play with me, let me know and we can set up a custom game sometime. Maybe do a live stream. I think that'd be pretty cool as well, if enough people want to play it. But again, huge shout out to the creators of Duper for sponsoring this video. If you guys do want to play, again, it is linked down below in the description and the pinned comment. Let me know down below if you guys are planning on playing. I'll see you guys in the next video.